So how the morning starts?
The morning starts with a regular workout,
Uh-huh.
which I'm unable to do right now because of my bad health. And being a spiritual person, I try to go to the temple in the morning and then try to read certain spiritual text in the morning. Then after that thing, I go out to the office, and this is the thing which I try to do every day before going to the office, like reading certain spiritual text, going to the gym, and then doing my daily this thing puja and all. And the thing is that because of the irregular nature of the duty, uh, sometimes means frequently means 2 or 3 days in a week, the nights get very late,
Acha.
and because of that the morning schedule gets disturbed.
Acha.
That is the issue.
Night gets late means can you just explain? Like night duty?
Yes, sometimes there is night duty, sometimes some incidents happens late in the evening, so that we have to visit, and we come at around 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. So at those days the morning schedule gets disturbed. So we have to accordingly adjust our schedule.
So tell me something about your born and brought up, like where it started. Like, do you come from an you don't come from any bureaucratic family.
No.
So how was it? Like, what your parents used to do?
My parents, my father is retired from the National Thermal Power Corporation.
Acha.
He is in a public sector undertaking. My mother is a housewife only. I was basically born in Kota, Rajasthan, but I have not lived much over there. I would rather say I have lived at various states,
Okay.
and the maximum period which I have stayed is in Maharashtra only.
Like due to your father transferable job?
Yes, due to the transferable job of my father, I have lived in Madhya Pradesh, I have lived in Rajasthan,
Okay.
I have lived in Uttar Pradesh, I have lived in Delhi, and now finally I am living in Maharashtra. So at various places I have lived, I have done education from various places. So I cannot say a place that is which is my original place.
Acha.
Yeah. No, always had friends to talk to work with, but the problem was that because of being transferred, I don't have any permanent friends. So I have temporary friends of means, and but because of the social media and all, we are able to connect with our older friends also. But there was a problem that I did not have a very long-term friend in my life because of changing of schools, changing of places. So we had short-term friends. We talked to people and then we talked to new people. Yeah.
Uh, from where you came up with this concept of becoming an UPS aspirant? पहली बार कहाँ से लगा कि नहीं this is I want to try?
Yeah, actually, my brother inspired me about that. Actually, I also gave other examinations, the most important of them being the GRE examination, in which I was all set to go to US for PhD.
Okay.
After my this graduation and post graduation,
What you did, sir?
I did a dual degree course of BTech and MTech
Okay.
from the Indian Institute of Technology, BHU.
Acha.
So after that, I was all set to go to US. I had already qualified the examination. I was already given admission also, because I gave the examination in my pre-final year. The score is valid for 2 years. After that, but I realized that I won't be able to come back to India because of the nature of the work that I was trying to do, and it has a very low scope in India, and then the salary structure was also very low, and I did not wanted to spend the rest of my life outside India.
Okay. But why?
So
It's because most of the people want to get settled outside India.
I thought that a time will come. I thought about the future, and I thought that a time will come within 4 to 5 years when I will think that I need to come back to my country, and if that moment comes in my life, then what will I do? So I took a very conscious decision that
You're a professional.
I thought that because if I go into a job in which I cannot come back to India,
Acha.
and if my mind changes and I want to come back to India, then what will I do? That will be a very big problem. So I wanted to live in my country only. I wanted to serve the people of my country only. That's why I took a very conscious decision, even after getting admission into the premier institution of the world, which is named as MIT. Even after that, I did not went over there, and I started preparing for UPSC in my final year. And you will ask that why did you started preparing for UPSC? But because my field of engineering was such that I had to either go outside India or I had to change it.
Okay.
So that's why I took a conscious decision. I did some research also that UPSC examination and the services which through UPSC which we get admission into are the ones in which we can work for our country, and are the ones in which I can get a job profile which I am looking for. That's why I chose to study for UPSC.
How is the personal life in policing? Is it like messed up sometimes due to pressure?
Personal life it becomes a bit compromised because as I told you that late night work, uh, irregular schedule. If you give time to somebody and then you are unable to fulfill your promises, so personal life gets ruined. For example, if I give time to, if I do some planning to spend time with my family, my wife, my daughter is there, a very young daughter is there, and then I am unable to fulfill my own promise. So that's why then they get angry with me, and so basically, and then they try to find other people to talk to because I am unable to talk to them. They are talking with their family members. Mother is talking to the daughter. Daughter is not sharing her views with me, rather than she is sharing with her mother or grandmother. So family life becomes a bit compromised. But the only good thing about is that even our family member, they see towards us with that respect, and if they want to get inspired from us, so if my daughter wants to get inspired, so she will talk to me. So that is the only good point about it. But I would say that family life gets compromised.
Do you feel sometimes a lot of youth are getting attracted to the perks rather seeing the real struggle behind it? I mean to say.
Yeah, so the thing is that nobody shows the struggle behind it. People only show the perks.
Can you just explain the real struggle that you need to face in policing?
See, the main thing is the irregularity of job. If you do any work, what you would like is that something should be planned. You have planned your day. You should know what you are going to do today, and then you should do that. That is a simple life. That is a easy life. But then there is a life in which you don't know what you would be doing today. You plan something, but you end up somewhere else. You plan something, but you are not doing that. So, and the thing is that if you have planned for an 8 hours work, and then you do something else in those 8 hours only, then also that is fine. But the thing is that you are planning for 8 hour work, then you are planning to meet your friends, then you are planning to do something with your family, but everything gets compromised and your work gets extended for the whole 24 hours. So that is the nature of the job, and that is the main struggle behind it. And secondly, we see cases like murder is there, rape is there, undetected rapes are there, sensational crimes are there. So basically these type of crimes means as you know, in every person, these type of crimes will heighten up their emotions. People will get angry, people will get sad, people will get agitated. So when people are getting agitated, you are also getting agitated. If a normal person hears that a woman has been raped, so the whole country gets agitated. So you think about the person who has its jurisdiction, he will of course get agitated. What would be his state of mind that a rape has taken in your jurisdiction? Now you have to arrest the people, you have to ensure that they get punishment, you have to ensure that the victim is not affected, victim does not die, and this thing happens regularly. So you are regularly, every week you are getting agitated. Your mind is getting agitated, your mind is full of emotions, full of negativity, full of you have to rush, you have to talk to many people, you have to brief the media. So your mind is at a constant mode of agitation. So that is the struggle.
सर आप स्ट्रगल और इमोशनल डिसबैलेंस की बातें कर रहे थे.
Yes.
तो यहाँ पे ना मैं एक सवाल पूछूंगा कि ये जो हम पर्क्स देखते हैं ना, लाइक वी आर सिटिंग नाउ इन योर बंगलो, यू हैव अ व्हीकल, एवरीथिंग यू नॉट टू वरी अबाउट, ठीक है?
Yes.
और हम इसको लेके सोचते हैं. डू यू फील कि you being an officer sometimes you are not able to enjoy that? I will give you an example. Like जैसे आपने रेप और इसके केस बताए, जैसे कि let's take an example, you have a family occasion today, okay, like your daughter's birthday or anything, your anniversary, anything like that. On that particular day there have been a rape or murder has been happened. So there's media pressure, there your policing pressure, everything is going in your mind, but at the same point of time आपको घर में भी समय बिताना है. तो कभी कभार लगता है कि वो बैलेंस बहुत ज़्यादा चैलेंजिंग होता है.
देखिए मैं क्या बता रहा हूँ, ये आप एग्जांपल दे रहे हैं, मैं कह रहा हूँ हमेशा ही ऐसा होता है।
अच्छा।
डॉटर का बर्थडे है तो ऐसा होगा ही होगा,
हाँ,
और एनिवर्सरी है तो ऐसा होगा ही होगा,
हाँ,
और उसके बीच में ये टेंशन है ना, इट हैज़ बिकम अ हैबिट नाउ,
हम्म।
इट हैज़ बिकम अ हैबिट,
You means person become habituated with that.
habituated, but he is getting agitated, he is getting depressed that why is that happening, and why is it happening with us only, but the thing is that it happens with everybody, and see that is a part of the job. एंड जहाँ तक आपने पर्क्स की बात की, पर्क्स नहीं बोलूँगा मैं इसको, जैसे आप बोल रहे हैं व्हीकल है, कार है, तो दैट इज़ बेसिकली लोगों को ये समझना चाहिए कि इट इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ ए सैलरी। जैसे आप प्राइवेट कंपनी में बोलते हैं CTC,
हाँ, हाँ,
तो CTC इज़ नॉट वॉट यू आर गेटिंग इन हैंड, सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट ही इज़ गिविंग यू सम पर्क्स, तो दैट इज़ द गवर्नमेंट का भी दैट इज़ द CTC, so in the CTC your car is coming, your house rent is coming, so if you increase the salary by, for example, if you increase the salary from 70,000 a month to 1,20,000 per month, then you can go and rent a house like this in a place like Nagpur, you can go and rent a car, so that will become a part of that. So people should not see it as if it is something very big, it is a part of your salary, but the thing is that because there is a charm in it, that charm is there, that the glamour is there, a charm is there, that a police vehicle is going, these houses are restricted for government officers, that charm is there in the minds of the people, not in your mind, because you have seen it, you know what is the reality, what is the thing, and then in the mind of the people. So these are the things which attract the people to come into the job, and of course it should attract because you are serving the nation, but the real thing is that the real motivation is that you are serving the people of the country. That is not the motivation that you are sitting in a car which have a light of blue and red, and then you are living in a government. No, that is the motivation to enter. That may be the motivation, but the motivation to continue is that you are serving the people of the country. You are serving at least one person every day. You are solving the problems. After talking to you, people are getting relieved. People are having a ray of hope in their life after talking to you. So that is the motivation, and this is not the motivation. This is just a part of your salary.
ऐसे सैलरीफाइड जॉब की बात की, just few days back I was seeing a documentary by an IPS officer. So he was telling कि हर कोई हमारी ये सारे चीज़ें देखते हैं जो behind the struggles कोई बात नहीं करते. उसने एक एग्जाम्पल दी, मैं वही आपको पूछूंगा कि हमारे जॉब में जब तक हम प्रोफेशन में होते 30 साल के नौकरी में सब कुछ तो मिलता है, घर बार बंगला, बट ज़िंदगी उसके बाद भी है, तो हमें वो भी प्लानिंग करना होता है. इसके बाद एक हमें घर लेना है, थोड़ा उसके बाद फ्यूचर लेना है, क्योंकि उसके बाद चीज़ें थोड़ा अलग होता है. डू यू फील दैट थिंग?
नहीं, देखिए हर किसी को करना पड़ता है, चाहे वो प्राइवेट जॉब में हो, चाहे वो बिजनेस कर रहा हो, चाहे वो IAS IPS हो, हर किसी को अपना फ्यूचर प्लानिंग करना पड़ता है. सिमिलरली एक गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर को भी करना पड़ता है, लोन लेना, लोन लेके घर लेना, अपना म्यूचुअल फंड.
आप लोगों को करना होता है लोन लेके घर लेना?
अगर रिटायरमेंट के बाद जिस घर में रहना है तो वो तो आपको लेना पड़ेगा ना. देन आपको क्या कहते हैं, सेविंग करना, इन्वेस्टमेंट करना, ये सब चीज़ें जैसे जो एक नॉर्मल पर्सन में है वही चीज़ें एक गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर में है. बस ओनली डिफरेंस है वो ये है कि आप लोगों की सेवा कर पा रहे हैं, डायरेक्टली उनको सब्सटेंशियली उनकी हेल्प कर पा रहे हैं, और आपको अच्छा लग रहा है कि आप किसी से बात कर रहे हैं, किसी की प्रॉब्लम आपकी वजह से सॉल्व हो जाए. यही एक मोटिवेशन है. ये मोटिवेशन नहीं है कि आपका क्या कहते हैं बंगलो है और गाड़ी है. मैं बता रहा हूँ कि ये सब चीज़ें और आपके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेके आती हैं. आपकी गाड़ी है, आपकी गाड़ी को हर कोई देख रहा है, आप कहीं जा रहे हैं तो आप अपनी फैमिली के साथ रेस्टोरेंट में जाएंगे तो आप लोगों को पता चल जाएगा कि आप आए हुए हैं, तो फिर आप फ्री टाइम नहीं स्पेंड कर सकते फैमिली के साथ. और जैसे जैसे आपका क्या कहते हैं पोस्ट बढ़ेगी, वैसे वैसे ही प्रॉब्लम्स बढ़ती जाएंगी. ये चीज़ें आपके लिए फ़ायदे की जगह एक बंधन बन जाती हैं. तो ये चीज़ें आपको मोटिवेट नहीं करेंगी. मोटिवेशन आपको केवल पब्लिक सर्विस करती है. और जहाँ तक बात रही कि आपको, हम लोगों को भी मनी सेव करना होता है, हम लोग को भी मनी इन्वेस्ट करना होता है, हम लोग को भी एक फाइनेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी बना के चलनी पड़ती है.
I won't take much of your time. You must be getting late for your office. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.